Well, I'm chillin'. Well, I'm chillin'. Well, I'm chillin' with Toddie one skip. Chillin' with Toddie one skip. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Chillin' with Toddie one skip. And we're gonna just get right into Love After Lockup episode whatever, season 21, I don't know, 52 million, I don't know. We can't keep up with all these people, but let's talk about it. So I just want to tell you, I have some experience with inmates because one, I actually did marry one, and we were together for about 7 years. And I met her in the jail because I worked in the jail. I was a kitchen supervisor and then assistant manager, and then I was the commissary manager of two jails. And so I have experience with inmates and working with them and with dating them. Anyway, just one though. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how stupid some of these people are. I know it's a scripted show. It is really a scripted show. But there's really stupid people, so I don't know, maybe it's not so scripted. Let's talk about Chaz and Branwen. I don't think that any woman at all wants a puppy dog guy. He was so pathetic acting. And, I'm not making fun of, I'm saying the way it is. Man, if that's who you are, then, and you want aggressiveness, then maybe you are seeking a dominatrix. Branwen, I'm sure, would have stayed with you, but I think she's going back to the guy with the tattooed face. Branwen, own your shit. Own your shit. It was your ad. You listen, you used the guy for whatever you used him for. I don't know how much money he was given to you while you were incarcerated, how much. And I think initially you wanted something better, but you're torn. And I don't think the answer is him moving to where you are, because the truth is there's no chemistry there. And seriously, why'd you get married? You didn't need an address because you didn't stay with him. I don't understand that. I must have missed something there. I don't understand why you got right out and got married, because you certainly didn't need an address. He doesn't live in the same state. So I think that was just a desperate move to try to make things better. And things always look different on the inside. They do. There's promises made, and most times they're not made of lies. They are honest. But then, the people get out of jail, and what happens is now it's like you're their warden. They don't want a warden anymore. They had that. They've been punished. Now they want to go, and it might take them a while. They are going to trip. They are going to fall. They might go off the rails, but not you are going to keep them on the rails. They have to want to stay on the rails. And if somebody wants to spend time with you, come on, man. They have all the time in the world in jail. All the time in the world in jail to write to you, to call you. And you expect that when they get out of jail and they have choices. The thing is that you want to be more than an option. You want to be wanted, not just needed. Because once they're out of jail, they don't need you anymore. So you want to be wanted. And you want to be up on that priority list. Because they're still going to want to be around the friends that left them hanging while they were in jail. Trust me, it's true. I've seen it time and time again. So I think that Branwen needed Chaz. I think that Chance wanted Taylor. Taylor. Um, and in all honesty, let's go there. Let's go there. So the way that Chance put it, I could see where he would want a paternity test. If that's all he saw was that she's postponed the wedding, she's talking to somebody behind my back. Um, she wants to wait till after the baby to get married. She's not really committed to. But the thing is, what he needs to understand is she is committed. I believe Chance really loves her, but anything can happen, Chance, and this woman wants a little bit of security, so you're going to have to meet her halfway. But I understand from his point of view when he laid it out on the show why he wanted a paternity test. If that's all he saw, then I would say that, yeah, and I don't know his history about has he been cheated on and such. He seems like a good guy. He definitely seems to he's a bit controlling. I don't know how serious that is. I mean, I've never seen him to be violent. He does. I hope he's not. He's a bit controlling, and you got to give this woman a chance too. Even though I know she just jumped right in. Taylor jumped right in, and you moved in with her, and you guys are figuring things out, and I think you guys are still together. You still have to kind of help each other here, because there's got to be communication, and she's trying to talk to you, and you need to listen. So, and then now let's run to Sean and what's his wife's name? Sarah. Sean and Sarah. So I had a friend that thought that Sean was a drinker, and I thought so too. But Sean apparently is not a drinker because he came from an alcoholic dad, and he said he doesn't drink or do drugs. And I really like Sean with Sarah. I didn't like him so much with Destiny. So what that tells me about Sean is that, he kind of is like a chameleon. He kind of is gonna be the person he is around the people he's around. He finally stood up to what's his the mother of the 6 kids. I forget her. I liked her a lot on the season before. I think there's a lot of jealousy, and I understand it. But communication again needs, like, why wasn't she good enough for him to marry? I think he likes a challenge. Maybe she wasn't a challenge. Sarah is a lot more dominant. Destiny was dominant, but the other wife, the other mother was pretty forthcoming too. She asked for money a lot, and I don't know. I think how many kids are under 18 now that Sean, and he seems to genuinely want to get to know his children. That seems something genuine with Sean. I don't know why he kept going after inmates. I don't know if he likes the chase. And if that's the case, then I think Sarah's mom has her right to be concerned. Why? Like, there would be a lot of questions. There is something that's not, but I'm hoping Sean calms down a little bit and appreciates what he's got, because now he has, 7 children? So good on you, Sean. Hero. Look at that face. Anyway, so she, Brittany sleeps with another woman, but because she took her ring off, she was allowed to do that because that's how she's treating that situation. She could have worked on things too. Listen, if Marcelino cheated, he's wrong, but she was wrong as well. And what happened there was they both started taking each other for granted. And I think that Marcelino had tried to tell her he has a very specific role in his mind, it seems, of who he wants to be in their relationship. And she is very strong-willed. And she likes women as well. So she's got to deal with that. But, like, even Ashton Kutcher, not that even Ashton Kutcher, but Ashton Kutcher had said, because him and Demi Moore invited a third party into their marriage, it blurred the lines for them. So I think that does blur the lines. I certainly don't think that you pull a ring off and say, I'm free, we're on a break, So, Brittany, got to own your shit on that one. And my dogs agree. There's 3 of them here. My sister hasn't started yet. But, yeah, so that's what I think is going on with Marcelino and Brittany. And so who else do we have left to beat up, man? Ray and Brittany. I really like Ray. I've always liked Ray. He's got a lot of money that he owes back. Like, I couldn't even imagine that, to be honest with you. But he's like, he says exactly what he thinks, it seems, and he seems like he's a stand-up guy. People would call him a mensch. So I really like him. I think that, when he is committed, it seems like he will go with it. He hasn't asked for anything. He's just asked for a second chance. And, I'm sure that showed while he was inside. I'm sure he wasn't asking, and it doesn't seem like Brittany's the type to be giving away stuff either. I think that there are some inmates that actually want to be with the person that they want to be with, but I do think that you got to give them a little bit. You can't be their warden. Like, look at what happened with, what was that guy's name? Indy and Harry. Like, she was being so used. How could she not? She had to have noticed that. That had to be something that she noticed. The person gets out of jail, and the first place they want to go is hang out with their boys. You know that you are not a priority. So you know that. Harry, very cute kid, but kid is the word. Very immature. Doesn't appreciate what he had with this girl, yet supposedly really loved her, and maybe he did the best he could. Is that enough for Indy? That's what you have to decide. Is this enough for you? I say this: when you have children, you have to pay attention about who you are bringing around them. You have to make sure that it is safe for them, not just physically safe, but emotionally and mentally safe. Don't have your kids call these people mommy and daddy unless you know that that's who you're going to be with. Don't play with them. You have the ability to know what's real and not real. Don't mess with them. Pay attention. People, pay attention who you're bringing into your children's lives. Please, no joking around about that. I know I'm sarcastic. I joke and this and that. Not this time. When it comes to kids, be safe with your kids. They come first. Chaz has decided that he was going to be treated so piss poor, he started smoking again, accepting things the way, and she could have gotten him back like that if she would have just said, oh, please, baby, give me another chance. Because that's the way this guy is portrayed, and if that's not who he is, then come on, man, Chaz, stand up for yourself. But after so many marriages, this was his 5th marriage, like, do the math. The power of math, man. At some point, it's got to be you. You got to look at you, I've said before, my dad said to me a long time ago, one person says something about you, let it go. 2 people say something about you, oh, it's a coincidence. 3 people saying the same thing about you and they don't know each other, it's you. The power of math. Change you. You don't like it? It's your reflection that you're bitching at. Your behavior. Don't get mad at the mirror. So, Deontay and what's that girl's name? Keeps getting in jail, going out of jail. I can't. Writes on people's desks. More than that, carves on people's desks. Like, that was attractive. that Deontay said to himself, I want some of that, man. That looks good. That looks like something I'd like. And his mom, can you imagine his mom seeing the episode where this woman is carving in to, what was that guy's name? I gotta look those people up. Into just, I just, ugh, I don't understand what made her attractive to you, Deontay. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. He said, yeah, I want some of that. Lindsay, her name is Lindsay. And Miley Cyrus or Miley Ray, somebody is her daughter, and Scott was the guy who owned the desk, the infamous desk. So when he saw that episode, how could he have figured that Scott deserved that? That there wasn't just a little bit of crazy there? I'm being like, why is that crazy is attractive to this guy? There there's no hope, Mama Deontay. There's no hope there for him. I actually think he's in another relationship now, and he might have a good girl this time. I don't know that he likes good girls, so that's the problem there, right? So I wonder whatever happened to the Nicole and her wife's name. You don't hear much about them, which no news is good news, right? So I do think that people can change when they are set to do so, but I don't think anyone can make anybody change. What do you guys think? Can you write stuff in the comments? Will you subscribe and like and click a bell and be notified? I don't know, that bell thing is kind of, you're happy to do it for you. It's there, I think. I would never be pretentious enough to put it there, but it's there. It's your world. I'm just glad to be a part of it. Well, I'm chillin'. Well, I'm chillin'. Well, I'm chillin' with Toddie one skip. Chillin' with Toddie one skip.